Hey, what's up? My dude, your friendly neighborhood Tony here, and we are at CES 2026 at the Unveiled event, and we're gonna check out all the cool stuff that you wanna see from the brands you know and love. Hey, here's something you might not know. The CES floor is super noisy, so the rest of this video is gonna be voiceover from me in my hotel room. First up, over at the Belkin booth, we got to see a bunch of really cool charging peripherals, including their new Switch 2 case that has a built-in 10,000 milliamp hour battery that they say can charge your Switch 1.5 times at speeds of up to 30 watts. It's an upgraded version of their previous Switch case and is more form-fitted to the Switch 2 with space for your games and a hidden AirTag pocket. It comes in a few really cool colors, including a gray, there's a kind of sage green, and a sand color. Belkin also had a few new chargers for your phones and smartwatches and also for AirPods, including their super slim MagSafe 5,000 milliamp hour charger with a built-in kickstand and a 25 watt wireless charger with an extra MagSafe spot on the back for your MagSafe wallets or pop sockets or any other MagSafe accessories you might have. They also had several modular wireless charges that you can pick up depending on what items you're looking to charge, whether it's just your phone or your phone and a watch, really just an option for everyone. Over at the Govee booth, things got really colorful as my dude Matt showed off the brand new Floor Lamp 3 with their updated color management technology. Now, if you're not familiar with Govee, they are one of the leaders in creative lighting and RGB for your home or studio space. The Floor Lamp 3 has a color temperature range of 1,000 to 10,000 Kelvin, which is absolutely ridiculous, and of course, full RGB with more advanced color accuracy at all brightness levels. Govee also showed off their new Ceiling Light Ultra, which is honestly completely next level. Imagine, instead of the same old boring lights you've always had in your home, you have a fully customizable RGB dome light that connects to all your other lights in the Govee ecosystem. It also isn't just a matter of picking a particular color to display on your ceiling light, but you can have basically different images and spectrums of color and light filling up your entire room. You could have it display auroras or party effects, really just about anything you can imagine these new Govee lights can do. Matt also talked about Govee's new AI lighting system that allows you to tweak your lights based on vibes. So instead of having to be specific with what kind of lighting you want, a Christmas scene or LA Lakers colors, you can just give it an overall feeling or even an experience and have Govee do the rest. It's also kind of conversational, so you can converse with the app and have it make minor or major tweaks to whatever it spits out. Lastly, Govee showed off their fun little pixel light panel, which is just a cool thing to have in your home office or kid's playroom. You could tell it to generate a specific image like a campfire scene, for this example, and it'll just do the rest. For those of you into mobile gaming, JSAUX showed me their new docking station specifically for the ROG Xbox Ally. Of course, it'll also work with just about any handheld gaming device using a USB-C connection, so the Lenovo Legion or a Steam Deck. They also had a really cool Nintendo Switch charging dock that does just about anything you could want it to do. It'll charge 2 sets of Joy-Cons at the same time and a Switch Pro controller. On the front, you have a large LED indicator to show you your charging progress, and this is where it gets really cool. You can drop another piece into the back that will allow you to fully dock your Switch to it. So you can charge and dock your Switch while charging 2 sets of controllers. And it'll also work with your original Switch Joy-Cons as well. Genuinely an all-in-one solution for Switch lovers. After that, we stopped by the Plaud booth. Now, if you're not familiar with Plaud, they are one of the leaders in AI transcription and note-taking. The Plaud Note Pro has been around for a little while now, and it's basically your own personal assistant, whether you want to just brainstorm and create a mind map from your thoughts, or if you're sitting in an hour-long meeting at work and you want to generate a summary to send out after it. The Note Pro has been a really great product for a lot of people, and now you have the Note Pin S, which is a wearable tool that has all the same functionality of the Note Pro, but in a smaller device that you can wear around your neck or on your wrist or as a pin or a clip. Plaud also mentioned that they are officially launching a desktop app in addition to the mobile app that they've had out for a while now. So there's a lot of exciting progress happening over at Plaud. I'm really excited to see what they come out with next. Over at the RØDE booth, they were showing off their new RØDE Wireless Micro, which is basically a super simple mic setup, especially for mobile creators. You've got two small transmitters that connect wirelessly to a USB dongle that you can plug right into your phone or tablet. Despite the fact that they're smaller, lighter, and less expensive than some of the other RØDE wireless mics, they have the same capsules and produce a very similar sound. RØDE had a bunch of really cool products we just didn't have time to check out today, so we'll definitely be stopping by their booth later on and sharing that with you. Make sure you subscribe here and turn on notifications so you can know as soon as those videos go live. Another booth that had some great audio gear for mobile creators in addition to RØDE was the Shure booth. Their booths were actually right next to each other, which made it feel like CES was trying to spark up a turf battle, but they actually seem to get along pretty well. What an inspiration. At the Shure booth, they showed off their new MV88 mic, which plugs right into your smartphone and connects to their app. It has the ability to switch between a number of different polar patterns, so you can direct it right at you, cutting out a bunch of the background noise. You can also make it kind of bi-directional, which would work really great for a two-person podcast or an interview, or you can just open it all up and take in as much of the surrounding sound as possible. It's all up to you. There are also a ton of features in the app, including noise cancellation and equalization, so you can just plug and play knowing you have solid sound quality from one of the best mic manufacturers out there, or you can get into the nitty-gritty and really nerd out about your sound. Of course, it wasn't all fun and games at CES today. You know we had to get in a quick workout. Shout out to Speediance. They showed us a little demo of their all-new Gym Monster 2, which is an AI-powered multifunctional weightlifting machine for full body workouts. The amount of customization built into this thing is insane. It takes up almost no space and it can simulate a load of up to 220 pounds. And it has the ability to not just simulate a total weight load, but it can adjust the force curve. So it might feel like the weight gets heavier at the top of the lift or has just constant tension the entire way through. You can also have multiple profiles and preferences loaded into the Gym Monster. It might be pricey, but if you have just a bit of space and you really prefer to work out in the privacy of your own home, this is a killer option. Last up, we stopped at the UGREEN booth, which is honestly one of the companies I was most excited to check out. UGREEN was showing off their new NAS system, their network attached storage, the 6011 and 6011 Pro, which are launching via their Kickstarter right now and will be available in May. I'll drop links to everything that I could find in the description box below if you want to check it out. The new UGREEN NAS systems are absolute monsters though. They both have Intel chips, the Intel Ultra 5 125H for the base model, and the Ultra 7 255H for the Pro version. You're looking at up to 64 gigs of RAM in either and a max storage capacity of 196 terabytes. They also have dual 10 gigabit Ethernet networking and Oculink support in the Pro model. If you're not familiar with Oculink, I did a full video on that a little while back. It's basically an insanely fast way to transmit data. I'll link to that video at the end of this one for you if you want to know more about that. If you're a creator or just someone who wants to have your own personal server instead of having to rely on the cloud, I think these are going to be some of the best options out there. Maybe if you end up liking this video, I can convince UGREEN to send me one to test out. Think of it as an early birthday present for me. Go on, hit that like button. All right, that is everything we saw day one at CES 2026. This is really just the tip of the iceberg and there's so much more to come. So make sure you like this video and subscribe. That way I can see you next time in the Spare Tech Room. Be good.